6 of 8 bodies have been recovered by the New Zealand military team on Friday from White Island, where a volcano erupted earlier this week. The high-speed operation to recover the bodies was launched despite the risk of another eruption. Recovery teams had good knowledge of the location of those 6 before landing. According to the officials, after the 4-hour wait, the retrieved bodies were safely taken to a naval patrol vessel for transfer to the mainland for disaster victim identification. As for the whereabouts of the other 2, authorities were less certain when those bodies would be recovered. However, they will continue their efforts to retrieve the last bodies, with dive teams already deployed in the waters around the island and another aerial search conducted on Friday.
We do believe that at least one of them is in the water, and the other one we are unsure, so it only leaves 2 possibilities. One is still on the island and we haven't located them, or they too are in the water.
While troops were recovering the bodies, another 28 people, mostly tourists who'd been on a day trip to see the natural wonder, were still being treated in hospitals across New Zealand and Australia, many in critical condition, suffering severe burns. The disaster has raised questions about why tourists were allowed on a volcano where experts had recently raised threat levels, as well as broader issues about the regulation of risky activities in the tourism sector.
Of course, that's a question that's been raised over the previous days. Just for context, though, as has been said, this is a volcano that has been visited for the better part of 30 years. However, we also hear and absolutely agree that there are questions that are being asked that must be answered, and they will be.
A total of 47 people were on the island during the eruption, hailing from New Zealand, Malaysia, Australia, the US, the UK, China and Germany.